it's time to do a bit of stuffing. Yeah, putting a bit of stuffing in the beams, bit of loft insulation, just to stop some of the cold. So I've got to stuff it in there all the way along and down the sides, but there's a couple of wiring. This is where I took the internal lights out. This is the light for the internal van light. When you open the door, the light comes on. But what I did was disconnect it from here. That's where it picks up the feed. Disconnected it from there. Now I can pull the wire through and get rid of it. I'm just going to lay it in there so it's there, but it'll be disconnected. Happy days. Right, in order to do this successfully, I need a tool. It's a very special tool. It's time to show you. It's time to show you my long pokey thing. It's very long, snake-like pokey thing. It's actually just the front off of a bit of conduit. Conduit. Not the right word, is it? Conduit's the conduit is the solid that I've got in the wall, the solid plastic. Can't remember what it's called. Anyway, it's just off the front of that, and it just helps because it's flexible. It helps to poke the stuff through every now and again. So. Let's give it a go. Got loads of this loft insulation. I've got like 5 rolls of it I never used. And the secret to this is small pieces. That's the secret. And just keep stuffing. Because it's got holes in the metalwork all the way around, you can see how far you're getting with it. I don't want to pack it too tightly. So that's 2 down, 4 to go. Crack on. It's that one there. It runs the length of the van. It's really thin. It goes through there, goes down. I'm not sure where it goes to. Anyway, if you know what that wire is, let us know. Oh, I've had enough. Right, well, it's a lot more cooler today. I've been doing some work to the ceiling. I haven't filmed a lot of it because I did it when it was really hot and the camera was playing up a bit. But today's a bit cooler. I'm going to do a bit more to the ceiling. I've just been to Wickes, bought some more insulation for the ceiling. So let's get that cut, and just want to. I've put some battens up, so I'll show you those in a minute. But for now, I'm just going to cut some more insulation and just get that fitted up into the ceiling. See where we get with it. Those bits up, friction fitted, happy days. Means I haven't got to use stick pins. Use some fill pieces in there. Should be good. You see, I could have cut the whole width of this ceiling out of the one sheet, but I would have got a fraction out of the sheet. I would have got like 2 cuts and that would have been it. So I've got loads and loads of offcuts. So what I decided to do is take these out of the width of the sheet, and then these infill bits I'll do with my offcuts. That way I'll get the most out of each sheet. All the joins will be sealed and foil taped as well as a vapour barrier, so there won't be really any weak points because it'll be sealed with the tape. So yeah, so there's always something holding you up though. Let's get this. Right, there's always something holding you up. I'll show you where I am so far. Right, I'll show you where I am so far. I'll put this one there. Right, so let's wind you down a bit. That's it. Right, so where am I so far? I did the stuff in the ribs with the insulation to stop any cold gaps in here, really, just to keep it a bit warmer, stop the condensation forming on the surface. So I've done the ribs all the way to the back. I've got a little bit more stuffing to do in the very back of the van. just up here. Got to crack open another bag for that. I put the battens in. So I've put battens in, which I had to put, I had some problems with it. I had to put them on the side of the ribs. What was happening was, if I was to put them underneath the ribs, I would lose height, and I'm struggling for height as it is. So I've had to put them on the side of the ribs. The problem with the side of the ribs is they're very, very slightly V-shaped. So as I was putting the battens in, they were dipping down below the edge of the batten, was coming down below the surface of the rib, which was no good because I need to maintain the height. So then I thought, well, I need narrower, shallower ribs. The problem with that is I need a reasonable thickness of batten in order to get a fixing in for the ceiling. So if I go too shallow, I'll end up with the depth a lot deeper than the height, and it will be unstable. So I've had to try and maintain as much height in the batten as possible to give me as much width as possible, if that makes any sense. Anyway, they've gone in. I've had to cut them in half because it very, very slightly bows. So I've had to cut them in half, and also I've placed them just a little bit above. They're mostly just a little bit above there, so that when the cladding goes on the top, I can screw through and just get a bite into there, just enough to nip it up and hold it up there. That's all it needs. So now I can't put any insulation in this part yet until I've got this front sorted out. Now the front parts turn out to be a bit of a nightmare because the ceiling starts to come down towards the front of the van, starts to bow down. So if I run the battens straight across the ceiling, they run right into the corner of the ceiling there. And if one day you forget yourself and you screw through the ceiling, you go straight through the roof of the van. So also there's nothing to there's nowhere to put the batten as such. Without having the apply face on there, which is what I was planning. I could put a batten straight onto there, but again the ceiling will come really, really low. So I'm still trying to work that out. I'm still working out what I'm going to do with that. I want to really keep that as open as possible. Just going to stuff some bedding and stuff in there really. So I don't want anything fancy on there. So obviously I can't put this insulation in until I know what's going on here and how thick anything's coming out. So at the moment I don't know whether there's going to be a ply face on there, batten on the front and ceiling to the batten. I don't know whether the batten's going to go straight onto there. I don't know. So I shall have a think about that. Just above me here is where the ceiling vent and fan is going to go, into this piece. So I can't put anything in there at the moment, any insulation. I've got the fan, and that's got to be done soon. I've built a frame to go around it, so that's a big job, and that's got to be done soon when I pluck up enough courage. So in the meantime, let's have a brew. So that's where we are at the moment with the ceiling. I've put the top some top insulation in the walls each side. I put the insulation in the ribs in the ceiling all the way down. I put the battens on each of the ribs to take the ceiling, and I've started with the insulation in the roof, and now I've stopped because I'm trying to work out what to do with that front. It takes me 2 weeks to decide what to do and how to do it, then find a bit of cool weather to get in the van and do it, and then probably 10 minutes to fix it on. Cup of tea.